everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, two teams come off tough losses a week ago and want to turn things back around today. It's the Cowboys going up against the Browns. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now the third-year man from Alabama State, Isaiah Crowell. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running back quicker than ever before.
Now Fitzpatrick. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. 3 and out. A real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. The tight end, Gary Barnidge, the intended receiver. And it'll be 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Tony Romo on 1st down. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. Well, a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So good for the Buckeyes last year, and he's taken that from the college game, showing some glimpses of it here in the NFL.
How about his last season with Ohio State? Over 1,800 yards, only 1 game where he didn't get over 100. Remember, he demanded the ball from then on out? I think they listened to him, and they were smart to do so.
And now they're giving it to him here on the next level. Now Tony Romo looks like he's in a fair amount of pain. The veteran, their leader, yet to stand up. So something we've unfortunately seen before, and that's Tony Romo forced to the sideline. And in comes the rookie out of Mississippi State. That's Dak Prescott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
Will the defense offense dial up the pressure. Let's see. 3rd and 11.
Let's go. 38. Let's roll.
Here's Prescott. Bryant with a catch right side. Whoosh. Spins past another.
Oh, my man.
And he's brought down after a good gain.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now Prescott, out left side here to Bryant. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down. Finding time. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Andy Lee now, standing just outside his own goal line. Pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. One man in the backfield, Elliott. He'll look to throw. Bryant has it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
When you have a quarterback who can move and get outside the pocket, yet still keep his eyes downfield and find open targets, you have a very dangerous player at that position.
He'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jamario Davis. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Fitzpatrick now. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Cleveland.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. Spinning past him. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And out now come the Cowboys. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Here's Prescott. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. More from Cleveland after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Now Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it'll be 1st down, Cowboys. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. James Hanna, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Mostert now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a second down. To throw, Fitzpatrick. This is complete to Hawkins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Last year for Orlando Scandrick, the torn ACL, the torn MCL, but 2016, as we see there, pretty much back to form.
How about the rehab, the dedication, got his quickness and agility back, and lost none of his playmaking skills.
On second down, Fitzpatrick again. Complete here to Gary Barnidge. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 48. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 48. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Come on, let's go!
They'll throw now on the final play. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Browns are in a tight game, and that's while winning the turnover battle. The Cowboys...
Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. So a second down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, Hands, a little bit questionable.
18 yards there and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And they'll run it here. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Paul Kruger in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Play clock winding down. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Now a hit and a loose football. And now the rookie's free. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And a touchdown there to help them expand the lead.
All you're looking for is as much separation between you and the other team as possible. They've got to feel good about what that touchdown gives them.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And there's a flag on the field. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. He's been terrific so far. They'll look to set up his blockers. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the fourth. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Another pistol look here. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to have a third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Out of the gun now on third down. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He hits Beasley right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down, Fitzpatrick again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Isaiah Crowell, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Four down. Force.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. He's got the rookie first-rounder, Corey Coleman. And he's brought down after a good gain. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
He's got time in the pocket. Gets it to Gordon. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
First down, Fitzpatrick. Caught, left side, it's Barnage. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come up in an offset eye. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. This is Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Fitzpatrick. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Fitzpatrick now on second down. And his throw here's incomplete. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and 1, here's Fitzpatrick. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down in bounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Isaiah Crowell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns get a score closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now Prescott toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
10th carry now for Elliott. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Here's Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Browns' new signee from the Jets, Demario Davis, in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a really good gain there on the post route. Partner, how do you know to go to that pass?
When you're running the ball effectively and the safety likes to dive up there to try and help tackle, that's when you want to hit him over the top with the post in the area he vacates.
Into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Hey, boy, you got 4. 4 down.
Second down, Fitzpatrick. It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. All right, Charles, so you win the game. Not only do you get the W in the left-hand column, you get some momentum for the coming week.
Now when you go into the week and you're telling the guys what mistakes have to be corrected, what we have to do to win going forward, you have their full attention. They're excited, they're happy, and they know if they can build that momentum, they can ultimately achieve all their goals.